Traveling Tuesdays are the best days. You can see the world with Zach and his buddies. Traveling Tuesdays makes you so happy. What a beautiful day, yeah, so let's go traveling.
Good evening. It's a beautiful day here at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. America's best idea. We're wearing a helmet and a mask today. There's a few people here on the trail. It's already gorgeous. Take a look at that. There's been a lot of turmoil. Oh, beautiful horses here at Cades Cove. It's a loop that goes around one big cove around the Smoky Mountains. I'm so happy. We might keep an eye out for some wildlife. I'm so happy to be up here in the mountains with you, together, riding the trail. I came up here, I camped alone. I'm actually on my PTO, my holiday, but I decided to record. I love national parks. I think it's the greatest idea, as the Ken Burns documentary said, the greatest idea our country's ever had to preserve this land. Stay back 50 yards, so social distancing out here, not 6 feet, 50 yards from black bears. You could be injured or killed, said that sign. I've camped 2 nights now. Last night, a little more people at the campsite. First night, I was all alone on an island on Fontana Lake. I kayaked out to it, got out there in the middle, well, not in the middle of the night, but the night had already fallen. I'll be the first one to admit, I didn't record that because I was actually a little scared. I ran out of energy, I was tired. I thought, what am I doing? Why did I kayak out? I could have just drove my car, brought a cooler with some snacks, cold drinks. But it was worth the experience to wake up and see the Smoky Mountains in the morning. There's no speed limit here. It's like the Autobahn. You can go as fast as you want on your bike. If you're interested in checking it out on Wednesdays, cars are not allowed. You can drive a car on this, but as you can see, it seems like it'd be much better to walk it or ride your bike to take in the full sights and sounds. Keep an eye out for black bears. Basically, there's no movies out right now. So what else are you gonna watch? You were really excited like me for Jungle Cruise, the Rock movie based on the Disney ride. Imagine this is a Disney park ride, except you don't have to wait an hour in line. The ride lasts an hour. You get to see real things, not animatronics. And you don't have to pay anything, it's all free. There are some turkeys there, but I'm not gonna stop for the turkeys. We're gonna keep going. Hopefully maybe see a bear. I've never seen a black bear in my life. I've camped out in Yosemite where there's a lot of black bears, and I've even camped before where there's grizzly bears, which are more they're brown. They are the ones that I think I would be a little more. I think black bear, it's like seeing a dog. Keep 50 yards apart, of course. Social distance. You okay? Yeah. The turkeys. The turkey going to the bathroom. Scenic loop, 9 miles to exit. So, might take less than an hour. I was a little worried when we first got here. Well, it's gonna be, oh, John Oliver's cabin, where they filmed last week tonight. I was really worried there's a lot of people, but it looks like it's big enough, it spreads out, people are walking. I don't know if they're gonna do the full 11 miles. We're already a few miles in, they might turn back. So it's just gonna be you and I out here cruising. Look at this. Let's get some music going, enjoy this. Maybe no music, just enjoy the wind. Enjoy the sights. My goal is to partner, I'm gonna be honest, with the national parks and do a tour of this. Could you imagine this is a job? You drive out, maybe expense an RV, motor home, you drive out to different national parks. I document just an hour in the park, a live stream of an hour. Riding a bike, kayaking, hiking. That's the goal for August. It's National Parks Month here on Traveling Tuesdays. We really are gonna travel to national parks. They're not gonna be on green screen. It's all gonna be real. I could be injured or killed. On your left. Now you might be thinking, well, the Jungle Cruise theme ride, it's shorter, but there's a lot more action, a lot more things happening. Well, be patient, relax. What a beautiful day it is. Here in the Smoky Mountains, Tennessee. America's best idea. I might stop, detour, if we get too close to the end. We don't have enough time to fill. It's gonna be an hour long. You're in it for an hour with me. I'm not even that tired yet. Basically, you can't go to theme parks. Well, you can, but how safe can they really be? There's still a risk of infection, COVID-19, so ride with me. It's free and it's safe. My glasses are fogging up. Out of breath. Feels good to go downhill. You have to wear your helmet here. They turned away a family because one of the children didn't have a helmet on. Not what you would think. Just for biking. It's actually prevents bears. They're afraid of helmets. That's what I would joke if I was the national parks. Obviously, bears don't care. But if I was the national parks person, I would say helmets. You gotta wear them so a bear doesn't get you. Haven't you seen Grizzly Man? So this is basically, if you're watching at the national parks, the Department of the Interior, this is my audition, maybe to do some part-time work for the national parks. Let me just catch my breath and enjoy the beautiful, serene, wooded, secluded area. Take a breath. Did your Apple Watch ever have an Apple Watch? I just got. And it tells me every now and then, breathe. So 2 nights ago when I kayaked into the campsite and arrived after dark, I'm worried about bears, I didn't see anyone else. I got a notification, I still had cell signal. And it just said, breathe. For 1 minute, breathe. And even in that a little highly stressful situation, I was able to breathe and relax and remember, I'm here, you're here, I'm having a good time. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. I think I've been to a few national parks. I've been to Yellowstone, I've been to Yosemite, been to Joshua Tree, been to the Grand Canyon, I've been to the Smoky Mountains. And I've been to the St. Louis Arch, which is considered a national park, and that might be one of the next ones that we tour this month. And I think that's it. I've driven through the Rocky Mountains, so I still have many more to go. It's a little harder to find them in the east and the south. There's only a few. I think there's Everglades, I think Shenandoah, and then maybe a few in the northeast. And the rest are out west. Imagine you're the little child or a dog or a pet. You're inside of one of those crates that people attach to bikes. One of those little cage. Hello. One of those little cages. Well, it's not a cage, but it's a enclosed, comfortable carriage. And you're in it, and I'm pulling you, and I'm talking the whole time. And we're having a great time here at the Smoky Mountains, America's best idea. Ideas are important. You have to act on them if you have one. Sometimes it can get frustrating if there's too many best ideas, too many people thinking, getting involved. It's great. I was reading about ideas that are yours only, but then with the power of cinema, you transform that idea, which is exactly what we're doing today. I didn't have any cell signal to call anyone and say, hey, is this a good idea? I had the GoPros. I have my bike, and I have the wind in my lungs. It's an idea. We've done episodes like this before, but I apologize to the people who said they got motion sickness. Hopefully now it's a little smoother, so you can relax and enjoy it how it's meant to be. I don't know if you've ever ridden Screaming Eagle, but that ride at Six Flags is a little rickety and old. Now it's like we're on the boss. It's a lot smoother. Hopefully. A few churches out here in Cades Cove. I'm very grateful that the cars are not allowed to come on Wednesdays. That was just an accident. I happened to see it said Wednesdays and I said, I'm camping there Tuesday night. So I woke up this morning, I was gonna ride this yesterday. But I thought, oh no, all the cars. Trying to film Fast and the Furious out here. Look at this. Oh, incredible. I might do it twice. Here's a black crow, there it goes flying away. Maybe you can see behind me. I don't know if you can see that mountain if it's blown out. It's beautiful. It's not a race.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I should have said on your left. Sometimes I don't want to say it because I feel like talking scares them more than just silently passing by. If I go fast enough, they'll be afraid after I already pass. This is just like riding to work. And I used to ride my bike to work. Now that I'm working from home, I don't ride it as often. All right. Let's focus on holding our breath. Catching our breath. On your left. Take a quick water break. Enjoy the view. Isn't that nice? I'm gonna take a picture of myself for social media, but I might have to come back because my phone is recording my audio. It's a whole production. My pockets are the satellite truck. My head is camera 1. My bike is camera 2. My backpack is the studio. Broadcasting, streaming live on wheels. Imagine if we just rode right off. Sometimes you take the road less traveled. Go right into the brush. Just keep an eye out. I'm gonna scan with my bike handles. Just keep an eye out, see if you see anything. I'm gonna go real slow. pan to the right. See a bumblebee. Can you see that? These GoPros are 4K. There's a nice tree. Let's keep an eye. This seems like an area. They say bears like to stay more in dense forests. And there's a lot of talking going on behind me, so maybe they won't come out. Things I just overheard on Kate's Cove Loop. I'm not gonna stand in the grass because I got the worst horsefly bite. I remember, I haven't gotten bit yet, but if I get bit, that's enough to make me want to leave. All right, that was a nice pan. A lot of bees. I don't see horseflies. One more time. A little bit faster of a pan. This is the establishing shot. I could stay here all day. I've caught my breath though, so it's time to keep going. I didn't see any wildlife. You know, they say hike by yourself. Don't try not to hike by yourself, because if you do encounter a bear, it's better to have safety numbers. But and also I think because you're talking to someone. But I actually talk to myself, like I am right now on the bike. So as far as the bear is concerned, I'm just talking to someone who's a good listener, who's just listening. They're not talking much. There's two people. It's me and myself. It's like that Jim Carrey movie, talking to myself at the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. I hope this is relaxing for you. We need to relax. I took a week off. I said, you know, it's time. Working from home is great. I love being with my cat, being in my own home. But even after a while, you start to feel like it's time to get out. And you have to be safe about it. And going to a national park or a state park is a great idea. You have time and space, you're outside. You can be yourself, talk to yourself. If you go alone, be safe. Just enjoy the ride. And I know some of you people who might be watching this on years from now, if they're watching this on archived, you might be thinking, well, I have to work every day and I can't stay home. My job doesn't allow it. Well, hopefully this gives you a little break, some insight. When I worked at Walgreens, I didn't get many PTO days, holidays, so I never really got a chance to go do things like this. And now I'm really trying to enjoy it. And I hope I can't be selfish and enjoy it by myself without cameras and audio. So I'm letting you come with me. And I'm so happy that you opened up the letter. You RSVP'd yes to the invite to come with me to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, America's best idea. It's a good spot to take a picture. I don't think I can use my camera because I'm recording audio as I mentioned, so we're gonna keep going. We're probably about halfway, a little less than halfway through, so I might want to start moving, just keep the speed going. When we have a few miles left, I might stop, take another water break, rest, tell you an intimate story that I probably have never told in the 4.5 years of doing the streams. In a way, the GoPro right in front of my eyes kind of blocks my view. It's like a Sergio Leone shot. So if I can't tell if there's something in the road, or if it's just me seeing the GoPro twice. Oh, incredible. See, right now the Jungle Cruise, you'd have been waiting in line this whole time. Still not getting to go on the ride. Maybe you finally get to go on the ride and then it's over. But this is still going on. On your left, it's okay. Dangerous, steep grade, sharp curves, walk bikes. All right, get ready. Enjoy the ride. Just like the Jungle Cruise. That was fun. I'm having a blast. Just flew into a butterfly. It's a good thing I'm wearing the mask. At the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. That was kind of a poem. That was fun. I'm having a blast. I just flew into a butterfly. Good thing I'm wearing my mask at Great Smoky Mountain National Park. I don't know about the syllables, but I feel like it has a certain cadence. When I was in community college, St. Charles Community College, I went for 2 years before I transferred to pursue the remaining 2 years of my undergraduate degree. And I went to the community college because we had a program where it was free if you had a decent grade point average, I think above a 2.5. And I had an English professor, and all we did was read poetry, write poetry, write short stories. What an inspiration this is. If I was still in that class, I would love to come out here, sit by a tree, maybe write a story, write some poetry. Go for a ride, let the butterflies into your mouth, just like Silence of the Lambs. This morning it was a little chilly, maybe in the 60s. Needed to get in my sleeping bag. At night, I didn't need it, it was a little humid. Right now, it's probably 80, close to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Warm if you are riding your bike or walking a lot, but you stop, take some water, sit under some shade, take off your mask. It's probably not too bad. Feels pretty good. Oh. On your left. Okay. On your left. There's a turkey to my right, but I don't think I could get a shot of it with the GoPro. It's too far. Okay, where do we want to go? We're at a fork in the road. Let's go up here real quick. We got a little bit of time. I feel like I'm in the History Channel's Grant. This is where they filmed some of the scenes for that great documentary series. If you still haven't seen it yet, I know I talked about it a few months back. Full of history out here. Long before the colonies were here, for the imperial powers, the English. It was lots of history. Let's go just take a look around. Oh, this is a real fun. Look at this sign. Social distancing in effect. Stay the elk back. Stand on footprints when checking out. So if you need to buy anything, you stay on the footprints. Snakes active around buildings. Cades Cove tour. You know, my goal, I like to try and be modest, humble. I really don't want to talk. I hate even talking about it on the stream, but I think it's a funny idea. My goal is to try and get on one of these pamphlets of this bike. It's like me being Rick Steves. I'll even change my name. Zach Steves, pretend to be Rick Steves' son. Oh no, here's a warning. Bob was here. Bob visited Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I especially enjoyed the historic buildings. He liked them so much, he wrote his name on a wall. He did not seem to care that these historic structures are protected by law as part of our nation's heritage, just like the Statue of Liberty or a president's home. By writing his name, Bob committed a crime. A visitor reported his vandalism to a park ranger, who gave Bob a ticket. He paid a $100 fine. Hey, this is kind of like a poem. If his case had gone to court, he could have spent 6 months in jail and been fined up to $5,000. If you wish to leave your mark on this park, please do it in a positive way by helping to protect and preserve the natural and historic resources. That might have been written by someone in my community college class. Let's walk and see if we see any snakes. I actually saw a snake yesterday when I was driving, crossing the road. I avoided it. But my eyes are peeled because there are rattlesnakes here. They said they like to be around buildings. I bet there's some right inside that locked cabin right now. There's a wild hog trap. There's wild hog boars. Don't see any snakes though. Looks like it was maybe an old gold mining. I feel like I'm actually kind of at a theme park right now. Imagine living over here way before this was a national park, before you even knew what a national park was, before they existed. You know, I don't think the first one existed until the mid 1800s, maybe after the late 1800s, I believe, Yellowstone. Okay, we're getting into the sunshine where snakes do like to lay in the sun themselves. Keep an eye out. It wouldn't be good to get bit out here because you have to bike, finish the loop, still finish the show. And then also where my campsite is at, there's no cell signal. So go to the ranger's office, you get taken care of. It's a nice little, kind of like a tiny home before tiny homes were a thing. I wonder if any of these are for rent. I've been thinking about moving out into the country, as I imagine I'll probably be working from home for the remainder of the year at least. I thought maybe it'd be good to get out, be closer to things like this. Could you imagine living right here? Hey, I might go back and ask two things. One, can I be on the Cades Cove tour? Just drop a YouTube link. And number two, how much for that tiny house right there with all the names scratched on it? I'll take it. And that's the end of that's a barn, so we're gonna head back. I don't see any snakes. I tried. I know we got some people on here who want to see some snakes. And get back on the loop. I don't think we have a whole lot of time. Maybe 20 minutes. So we want to try and allow plenty of time to get back. Especially if there's any more uphills, struggles. Yeah, it would be pretty neat to live out here. Just a little detour off of Caves Cove if you're just now tuning in, just to set up everything. We're doing a tour of Cades Cove. You could do it yourself if you're ever in the Smoky Mountains. We're in a national park. To me, this is holy land. This is preserved. It's the greatest. They decided years and years and years ago, we need to preserve this and not let a Ponderosa Steakhouse or Zach White in Atlanta come up here and try and rent a one-bedroom apartment in the park. So they preserved it. It really is a great idea. If you haven't seen Ken Burns' National Parks documentary series, America's Best Idea, I think that's what it's called. It's real great. They talk about the national parks out west, how Theodore Roosevelt was a big proponent of them. Just a little bit of history. Look at that crow. I think it's the same one we saw earlier. I was so tired when I kayaked to my campsite. I laid in a hammock in the morning and I heard crows circling above. I thought for sure they thought I was dead. Okay, now we're just gonna enjoy a little bit of scenic riding. Thanks for bearing with me. As I mentioned, if you're just now tuning in, we're in Cades Cove, which is a loop. You can drive on it, except on Wednesdays. You can walk and bike on it any day. It's about 11 miles, I believe. It's in the Smoky Mountain National Park in Tennessee, about 3.5 hours away from Atlanta, Georgia. Maybe only 45 minutes from Knoxville, Tennessee. 14 hours maybe from New York City. I don't know. But it's absolutely beautiful out here. This is just what you need. I think when I go to state parks and things like that, I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool, this is neat. But when you come out here, you understand this is why it's national. This is why you could get fined at $5,000 and go to jail for writing your name. This is why we're here on Traveling Tuesday. Calling our name. Take a quick drink of water. My voice is getting kind of... I think I'm still dealing with effects from COVID. If you just tune in, maybe you're one of those French viewers. I promise you, I received an email from two French young men. They said, we love the bike episode. You do this all the time. And it made me realize we should do this all the time. Once a week, a bike ride for an hour, just relaxing. Maybe I don't even talk. I was thinking about just uploading camera 2 on my bike, or camera 1, I mean, cutting out my feed. Because right now, it's like watching a movie with commentary on. You know, you're watching Chinatown, and then you got Roman Polanski talking in the background the whole time. Maybe you just want to watch the movie, which is, I think, best to look on that GoPro. So maybe that one will be uploaded without me talking. But if the French kids asked if it was their show, if you're just tuning in, I got COVID a few months ago. And I still kind of ran out of breath a little more than I thought. But I think it also might be because I'm not exercising as much because I'm working from home. Which you'd think you would have more time to do. But what happens is you end up working and staying too close to your desk the whole time. And then it's too hot. And you really don't have anywhere to bike to. Normally I bike to work and I would work out. So this is a good workout. So I don't know, maybe I'm just tired. In general, my body's not the same. Not as ready for this kind of exercise, but I walk a lot. Okay. We're gonna try and do this every month, or every week for this month of August. We're gonna be in a different national park. Some of them will be pre-recorded, so I won't be able to live chat. But right now, even if I was live, how the heck would I chat? I have my phone recording audio. I had 2 cameras. I'm focusing on riding and not falling off the bike. Trying to practice common courtesy. Keep an eye out for an animal. Stay 6 feet apart from humans, 50 yards apart from bears and elk. Stay the elk back. So it's good that it comes to you in a little package. And then in the next few weeks will be different parks across the United States. Which ones will it be? As I mentioned, one will already be St. Louis. Because that's the only one I'm going to give away teas. Because the Gateway Arch is a national park. I don't know if I'm going to go inside of it because it's probably closed. But I might walk around it and look at it if you've never been there. Enough about that, let's enjoy the ride. Imagine I'm a radio DJ and the sound of the wind and the views of the tall trees and lush vegetation and the crowing cicadas and the cackling crows are the music. You're listening to my station. Z, 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 Z. Not to sleep, but maybe it helps you sleep, I don't know. That'd be my call sign, 4 Z's. I know if you're west of the Mississippi, it's K blank with 3 letters, your call sign. East of the Mississippi, it's W. Maybe Z here on the, it's just my station. The only one. You can sleep to it. All Zach. On your left. I was just gonna ask her on my bike, hey, wouldn't it be great if you could buy a condo out here? And then if she seemed interested, maybe try and actually forget the national parks, maybe sell one. It's beautiful out here. I could go on. The nice thing about this, you go on so many walks and get lost, and you'd never have to worry about seeing the same stuff. You know, that's what I'm seeing in my neighborhood. I've gone on the same walks on the sidewalk, seeing the same neighbors. So you're repeating a lot. It does kind of feel like I'm in Kill, Die, Repeat. What's the movie Tom Cruise was in? That was based on a manga, Edge of Tomorrow. It was called something else when it came out. I saw it in theaters. I think it was Kill, Die, Repeat. They changed it to Edge of Tomorrow. Get more ticket sales. Okay, here's another steep curve. On your left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay. The worst thing about hills, going down them is fun. But then you gotta go back up. Role play, you're my mom or dad, and you're turning around, smiling at me, seeing how much fun I'm having. And you're proud. You brought your son to the Smoky Mountains. That's one thing I always say. If I ever have kids, I'm gonna bring them on road trips. If they're born in the United States, show them how beautiful it can be, even in times of turmoil. Enjoy some beautiful, gorgeous, breathtaking vistas. But I don't have kids, so you're kind of like my kids, as I said at the beginning. I'm taking you on a ride. Also keep in mind, I haven't talked to anyone for a few days now. I've been up here camping by myself for a few nights. So today's the first time I'm actually talking to someone, besides saying on your left. Even before COVID, I didn't really talk that much to people when I went camping, because obviously you're isolated. But with COVID, there's no way to sit around a campfire. Hey, could I join in? Sorry. This is just for our family camping trip. So you gotta go be by yourself. So you're the only person I've been talking to. So I have a lot to say. But the road here doesn't want me to say it because I'm running out of breath. This is just like a whale watching tour. Saw 0 whales. So far we've seen 0 bears, 0 elk. But remember, if we see one, what are we gonna do? Say it together. Stay the elk back. Hello. Another hill. Thing I can't wait to do is sleep in my own bed. We're in a bed. It's not a tent. I don't know where the road will take me after today. Sleep in my own nice comfortable bed and air conditioning. Hey. On your left. Did you hear that couple talking about Krispy Kreme donuts, feeding it to the bears? I think I'd eat it before a bear can even smell it. But then I worry, do they smell on your teeth and your gums, around your lips, and my facial hair? Now you've become Krispy Kreme. All right. A little more hilly on this side. So if you watch this video, you'll know if we're coming. I've done a little bit of too much tomfoolery, I think, going around those old houses pretending I was gonna buy one or live in one. Making jokes about them being tiny homes. Because I think we're almost out of time. I think I stopped recording the mic. Somehow my phone, I think it's sweat on it. All right, it's back on. I don't know how much I missed. I'll sync it up. Maybe about 5 minutes. I don't know. On your left. On your left? Oh.
Bear jam on bike.
Wow. There's a bear on a bike.
Yeah,
Where is it at? I don't see it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. Look at that.
That's a young one over here.
Where's the other?
Are they the mamas around somewhere? That's younger than the yearling we saw, right?
Yeah.
We go to the lake. Yeah, I want to get in the bear tank. Oh, you're tiny.
Oh, I see.
In it? Or just buy it? No, there's one on this side too.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
There's one there. No, they don't. Excuse me. There.
There's a bear up there. I don't know if you can see it on this camera. It caused quite a stir. Just right when the show's about to end. A lot of people. Doesn't seem to bother it. We're gonna get a shot of it. I'm gonna go by. They say stay 50 yards away. Alright, let's try and see if we can get a little close. You know, it would be real bad if you get a flat tire. Now it's moving. Look at that. Beautiful bear. Slowly looking both ways. Where it crosses. Look the way it walks. Taking its time. No cars coming. Yeah, I think there's one here on the right too. Yeah, it's awesome. All right. I think it might be time to wrap it up. I thought I'd finish the loop in time. Can't tell. take a move. See how close we are to the end. Maybe we got a few minutes left. I'll keep going. Just walking in the woods, enjoying it. So, well, I got to see it. That's important. Now it's best to leave it alone, let it find its family. Or berries. We still have a mission to complete. But that bear was pretty cool. That made the whole trip worth it. I'd bike up 100 more hills to see that.